go now down in the East Carolina locker room. Let's go chat with him now after this 3-1 victory. And Coach, congratulations. Let's start things off. 4 hitters into this game. Charlotte loads the bases up with nobody out, and Tyler Smith gets a visit from your pitching coach, Jason Dietrich. And whatever was said there worked. He gets the double play that brings in the run, and then smooth sailing for him the rest of the way and for this team.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd say smooth sailing, Corey, but Smitty, you pitched out of a jam in the first inning, and really that was the difference in the game. Bases loaded, no outs, only gives up 1 run. It was getting ground balls. We just were, positioned a little bit differently, and it just was tough for us to make a play. And they reviewed the call, got that call. So a fifth-year guy out there, he's been out there in tough situations before, gets the ground ball, gets a double play. They only score 1. We come in, and that's just a huge momentum boost for our team.
Yeah. First and foremost, the most underrated part of play of this team that started out 13-2 is the defense. Now, I know the game starts with defense, but it's overlooked as to not the plays that the players are making, because they're making every routine play, but really tough plays. Please speak to the defense.
Well, Coach O, I don't take it for granted, so I don't know if the media takes it for granted or not. I know you don't take it for granted. We were, last year when the season ended, we were number 1 in the country. Coach Palumbo does a great job with our infielders. Turner does a great job with our outfielders. Austin Knight does a great job with our catchers. So they're prepared, and they work really hard at it. And especially when Smitty's on the field, on the mound, and you're going to have balls put in play. And our defense was tremendous, and really pitching and defense was the difference in the game with 2 swings, I guess 3. I guess it was Ben Newton that hit the RBI and or AMAC, one of those 2, and then Norby's home run. But Norby played unbelievable defense too. He saved some runs defensively, and then Josh got a swing off and was able to hit on run. We weren't very good offense. We looked tired today. I don't really know what else we can do except continue to get better shape, because we didn't hit on the field, but I just felt like they kind of lulled us to sleep. We struck out 12 times, just not really East Carolina offensively, but we'll take this win any way we can get it. I can tell you that. So they're a very good team. They pitched very well pretty much all weekend, and our guys had tough at bats, just tough sledding with the pitching that they ran at us.
One thing to leave you on here from this series, Coach, this Charlotte lineup came in with a lot of accolades, and understandably with how many home runs they've hit this year. But your pitching staff strikes out 31 and walks 2 across this 3-game series. I mean, that's something special from what you guys just did.
We've played a really tough schedule, so, I'm not saying their schedule wasn't as hard as ours, but I don't know if they've played the quality of competition. But Coach Dietrich and Coach Knight, we left Georgia Southern. Georgia Southern pretty much did that to us. They struck us out a lot and didn't give us any freebies, and we've made a concerted effort. And before yesterday, offensively, we had walked more than we had struck out like the past 4 or 5 games. And then the pitching, Friday night, 15 strikeouts, no freebies. And I don't think we had any freebies today. So the pitching was just really attacking the zone, which that's what we want to do is the pitching staff. They did an unbelievable job.
Well, it was an unbelievable weekend here. You grab all 3 yet again over the Charlotte club, and now a 7-game winning streak heading to Wilmington on Wednesday. We'll be with you.
All right. Thanks, Corey. Thanks, Coach O.
That's Cliff Godwin, head coach of the Pirates.
Okay, we'll now open it up for additional questions for Coach Godwin.
Coach, the ability earlier in the weekend for your starters to go deep into games kind of allowed you to have a fresh bullpen. How much did that help going into today?
Well, it makes you feel better going in. Bridges sitting over here on the other side. I can revert back to the Monmouth game that we played a few years ago on Sunday, and we had Volve rested. We had Trey Benton rested. We had Sam Lanier rested, and we blew a lead. So it feels good that you get to run your guys out there, but they still got to go out there and do it. And Bridgie coming in the 5th inning, 1st and 2nd, and picking a guy off and then going 2 more innings was really key. And then Cam, they really made it tough on Cam, and Cam was hot yesterday and Friday, so we didn't want to extend him that long. AJ Wilson coming in to flip the big boy around because he was better lefty than he was righty. That was crucial. And then Ryder coming in and filling up the zone in the 9th to get the save.
Cliff, you're at 13-2 right now. You've won 7 straight. third sweep of the season so far. How would you characterize this team as you head into next week a little bit?
They've done a good job to this point. They've showed up every day. I tell people all the time, the toughest thing for coaching, not just baseball, it could be any sport in college, is to get guys to show up that are 18 to 23 years old with the same kind of intent and energy every day. It could be females too. It's just tough, especially when you play as many games as we do, to keep people engaged. And then the guys on the bench, you never know when there's going to be a guy that comes off the bench or gets in the game, and for those guys to practice every day like they're going to go on the game. So the guys have been very consistent up until this point. But look, we never wanted to be just 13-2. That was never our goal. Our goal is to get better every day and to continue to focus on our crafts. We got to get better offensively. We weren't very good today. But when they need a day off tomorrow so they can get their legs back under, so they'll have tomorrow off, and we'll have a light practice on Tuesday, and then we'll head down to Wilmington on Wednesday.
Coach, all wins are important, obviously, but beating in-state schools from the recruiting standpoint, could you speak a little to that?
Patrick, I'm probably going to tell you something that you don't want to hear, but this is for everybody. East Carolina fans get way too caught up, in my opinion, with the in-state. Like, of course, it's good. It's rivals. But, look, we're trying to win a national championship, and we're trying to get better. And I don't get caught up in that stuff. Just go out there and win baseball games. So, yeah, of course, it's good when you win. I think it's good when you win against anybody. It doesn't matter who you're playing.
Cliff, I just wanted to hop on here and tell you, since you won today, your team swept the Charlotte 49ers.
If we hadn't have won, though, we would have just won the series. So
Exactly. Yeah. Watching your team this weekend, jokes aside, I kind of compare your team right now to a really tasty buffet, like a Golden Corral on steroids. Would you think that that's a good terminology, good term for your team right now, despite being tired? Just seems like you're really well balanced in every facet of the game.
Well, Tyler, I hadn't been to a Golden Corral in a lot. I think when Coach O was coaching here, that was like one of his hot spots. I didn't get to travel a whole lot because I was redshirting, but I haven't been to a Golden Corral in a while. But what I would say about our team, and I would hope that people say this about, and I don't take it as an insult. They go, hey, man, they're just really good. They just don't beat themselves. They're blue collar. They play hard. They execute when they need to execute. They make pitches when they need to make pitches. They play great defense. And we really haven't beaten ourselves a whole lot this year. And I think that is a sign of a great team. Bridgie and I were just sitting here talking, and he says, hey, we found a way to win. I said, yep, absolutely. So, and that's what the bottom line is to continue to love one another, to serve one another, and to continue to try to get a little bit better each day.
Pretty cool moment today, the way the pitching lined up. You get to go senior to senior to senior. I'm sure on a Sunday there's some comfort in knowing those guys, the 50 or 60 years guys, get to finish off a sweep like this.
If Tyler Smith, Matt Bridges, and Cam Colmore never throw another pitch at East Carolina, they will have done as much for East Carolina baseball as any players that have ever played here. And I'm not just talking about on the field. What they do on a day-to-day basis with our guys in the locker room, helping other pitchers out, making sure that our dugout's locked in. I'm blessed to have Matt Bridges, Tyler Smith, and Cam Colmore in my life. And you don't necessarily know when you recruit them how they're going to turn out, but those are three of the finest human beings that I've ever been around. And the baseball stuff is just icing on the cake. And I hope that allows them to take pressure off themselves, because I just enjoy being around them.
In today's victory, what do you feel like was the big difference for East Carolina?
Getting out of the first inning, only giving up one run. I felt, Coach Dietz and I talked before the game, because our bullpen was fresh, that – and not that Smitty's going to be in a short lease. We just wanted to go to our guys early. Normally, Bridgie was down in the bullpen. I think I sent him in the first inning just to be down there. And, normally Bridgie would pitch later in the game, but we were going to go to Bridgie to start with. Then we were going to go to Cam, and we were going to figure it out from there, because I felt like if we could continue to get into their bullpen, they've got good stuff down there, but their guys sometimes walk you and spray the ball around. I felt like we would be able to maneuver stuff through offensively if we could get by their starter. We just need to stay within striking distance. And we took that lead on Norby's home run. Josh got a home run, and that was all we needed.
Coach, talk about speaking of Connor Norby, I mean, another week and he's doing very, very well. I know we talk about a lot on post-game press conferences, but here we go again, another great week for him.
Yeah, I'm glad that he's on our team. He has played extraordinary. I mean, it's really fun to watch. You know, Pac texted me the other night and said, "Have you ever seen anybody as hot as Norby?" And I said, "Yeah, you in 18." When he was player of the year, I felt like he was like leading off with a home run. And but no, it's special. Norby has worked extremely hard to put himself in a great position. He's got great teammates supporting him around him. But look, a big reason that we've won a lot of games is because of that guy.
Okay, congratulations, Matt.
Hey, thank you guys.
All right, we'll go to questions for Bridges.
Matt, it was a great weekend for the entire pitching staff. How do you guys feel like you kind of executed your plan against a Charlotte team that was pretty hot coming into the weekend?
Yeah, you know, we tell each other every week that we just kind of playing ourselves, and if we play our brand of baseball, we can compete with anybody in the nation. So that was just kind of our mindset going into the weekend, and just kind of next man up mentality, and just doing what we need to do on the field.
Matt, what do you feel like was kind of working well for you today overall?
Today, mainly, I'm just trying to get the ball in the zone, you know, trust my delivery and, you know, stuff that Coach Dietz and AK and I have worked on. And that's just the main thing, is just trusting what we do as a team every day, and, you know, just kind of filling up the zone and let my defense work, and try to do that today. And, you know, hand the ball off to Cam and the rest of the bullpen. And, you know, like I said earlier, just next man up. And, you know, that's what we're going to execute our plan.
About a month into the season now, y'all are 11-1 in weekend games. What do you think that says about this team to have that record on the weekend?
You know, it's awesome. You know, that's we're just focused on one game at a time mainly. But, you know, like Coach G said, at the end of the day, you know, we weren't, you know, our goal really wasn't to go 13-2. But it's awesome. It's an awesome start for us. You know, we're looking to keep pushing forward. You know, we'll enjoy this win today, but we're focused on Wilmington for Wednesday, and you know, just going forward from there. And we're excited.
And Matt, as far as you guys are so experienced. I mean, with the pitching today, I mean, you've been around for a long time, and that should bode well for postseason. I know you got to get through the conference, but that should be later in the months, like when it comes to May and June.
Yeah, you know, I try to share my experiences with some of the younger guys, but we're very deep this year. You know, a lot of us we've been able to get some arms out there, and you know, it's going to pay off in the back end of the season for us, because a lot of us are going to be more fresh, and you know, we're excited to get moving forward with that too. So, you know, we know we can win in all kinds of ways, and you know, just looking forward to the future too. So.
Matt, defensively behind you guys this weekend, you guys really did a great job out there. How much of a boost does that give you guys on the mound?
It's awesome, but, you know, I've seen these guys make these plays like all fall, all spring. So we trust them. That's our goal every day, is just throw the ball in the zone and let our defense work. And, you know, whatever happens after that, but just trust in what we do and trust in our coaching staff, and the rest will take care of itself.